Good morning, Fairlands friends. It's Mrs. Chavez. I can't be with you in the library, but I think we should still keep reading Mercy Watson. And so that's why today I'm going to read a couple of chapters of Mercy Watson Goes for a Ride, which is the second book in the series. Mercy Watson Goes for a Ride by Kate DiCamillo, illustrated by Chris Van Duzen. Chapter 1. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson have a pig named Mercy. Every Saturday, Mrs. Watson makes a special lunch. "Time for our little Saturday something," Mrs. Watson says. "You've outdone yourself, Mrs. Watson," Mr. Watson says. "Oink," says Mercy. Every Saturday after lunch, Mr. Watson goes outside. Mercy follows him. They stand in the driveway. Together, they admire Mr. Watson's convertible. "Are you ready?" asks Mr. Watson. "Oink," says Mercy. Mr. Watson opens the passenger door. Mercy hops into the car. She sits behind the wheel. She snuffles contentedly. Chapter 2. "Heh, heh, heh," says Mr. Watson every Saturday. "You, my dear, are a porcine wonder, but even porcine wonders cannot drive cars." Mr. Watson gently pushes Mercy toward the passenger seat, but Mercy does not move. She does not want to sit in the passenger seat. Mercy Watson wants to drive. Says Mr. Watson again. He pushes less gently. "Scoot over, my dear." Mercy does not move. "Help me!" Mr. Watson cries out. Every Saturday, Mrs. Watson steps outside. "Darling," Mrs. Watson says, "if you let Mr. Watson drive, I will make you an extra helping of hot buttered toast. I will have it waiting for you when you get back home." Mercy narrows her eyes. She loves hot buttered toast. She also loves extra helpings. Slowly, very slowly, she moves over to the passenger side. "What a dear," says Mrs. Watson. She claps her hands. "You are such a good sport, darling." "Yes," says Mr. Watson, "she most certainly is." He gets in the car and sits behind the wheel. He turns the key in the ignition. The Watson convertible rumbles to life. We'll pause there. So that's the first 2 chapters of Mercy Watson Goes for a Ride. And I hope you all are well. I sure do miss you, but I'm glad I can still see you through the screen. See you soon. Bye.